Today we're looking at the installation of BridgeMagic in a typical 6-string guitar. This is in a remedial situation where this particular guitar has bulged a little bit on the top, and we got quite a high action. The action is up around 5 mils at the 12th fret, or a quarter of an inch if you like, and it's a pretty simple installation. We need to be able to get drill a couple of holes, or drill one hole between the D and the G string back here on the bridge, and we'll countersink that hole because the bolt itself that we're using has a countersink head on it, and we need to be able to get our hand inside the guitar to hold the product in place while we tighten the bolt. So I'll just go ahead and we'll loosen a couple of strings, take out a couple of strings, and we can take it from there. So I'll do the de-stringing right now. As long as I've got enough room to get my hand in there, that's what we're aiming for. And that's a pretty simple operation. We'll just take the E and the A string, loosen them enough so that they'll come to the side of the sound hole, and we'll take off the D string and the G string, get the bridge pins out of the way so that we can drill that hole that we mentioned earlier. Okay, I've taken out the 2 middle strings, and now we need to do a little drilling. We need to put one hole there below the D and G strings, centered, and we'll countersink that hole, and then we'll install the BridgeMagic. One hole, a little bit of countersinking to go on. Countersinking is done. Right, we're installing BridgeMagic now, and we just literally just slip the product in through the sound hole, line it up with the bolt that we've put down through the hole that we've just drilled, tighten BridgeMagic, tighten the bolt up a little bit, keeping it in position in the center of the guitar, and once we've got a little bit of load on that, we can restring the guitar. Okay, we've restrung the guitar and tightened the strings, and all that's left to do is to adjust the BridgeMagic, which is done by tightening the bolt that we put in there in the first place to mount the BridgeMagic. It's quite a simple matter. Tighten the bolt, and as you tighten it, it will pull the top down, and as a consequence, lower the strings. And we'll be just keeping an eye on it as we tighten it. And this is pretty much an eyeball thing as far as that hump that was there has virtually disappeared. The amount of bridge tilt that was there has virtually disappeared, and we brought the action down to about 3 mils, or 1/8 of an inch at the 12th fret. We still have a full height saddle in here, and we don't want to bring this in any flatter. If you want the action even lower, then you can still do as most people do, pull the saddle out, file or sand off the underside of it, keeping it nice and flat, and bringing your action down if you want to go that way. On some guitars, you might find that there's insufficient timber behind the D and G bridge pins to put a bolt there, and in those instances you might have to install 2 BridgeMagic, and the bolts in those instances will go over there, and putting in a pair of them where there is a bit more timber, where you've got room to put in the bolt in question. We can show you where the BridgeMagic has ended up inside, because in this particular instance we have cut the back out of this guitar, just so that we can show everybody what really happens and where it really goes. And I think you can probably get a shot of that. and it will show you where the BridgeMagic is sitting. It will also show you where the cross braces are, and if you do have to put two BridgeMagic in, you want to make sure that the place that you drill the bolt holes doesn't strike those cross braces. So that's, in a nutshell, installing one of these remedial BridgeMagic, which can also be used as a preventative measure. And there we have pretty much typical installation of BridgeMagic in a standard 6-string dreadnought guitar.